Hello.
Hey.
Hi, everybody. We just need one person to come. If one person will come here to talk to us, we will talk to you. It's going to give it a few seconds. Purple Path. Hello. Hi, Nina.
Hey, Patricia.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. If you know somebody who likes to help and to know interesting things, please do invite them right now. Start a watch party right now and ask people to join you. Okay, we're going to get started right away. I am Stephanie Pearson Davis.
And I'm Dr. Shaniqua Jones.
Yes, I am the creator of It Could Be Your Kid, and It Could Be Your Kid is a relatively new, probably a couple weeks old, and I started it really in response to my child having been bullied in our school district and finding very little relief from our school district to help me remediate the issues that we were facing. So I started it because I thought, if I'm going through this, and then I started meeting other parents who were going through it in my inbox and on the street, and children actually who are being affected by bullying. And I thought, I have to do something more than what I'm currently doing. And I don't want this just to be for my child. I want to impact, influence, and initiate change for all children. And so that's why It Could Be Your Kid exists.
And so with It Could Be Your Kid and me being a family member, this is my sister, no one knows, my bestie, and to watch the things she had to go through and understanding my role as a restorative justice practitioner, how both these things tie hand in hand, is that oftentimes when we look at bullying, it's not just about what happens in the school. It has become a way of life, and that's very unfortunate. So how do we help our children, our communities navigate this process to understand that in many cultures, and we talk about our current climate and culture in terms of our government officials and the way schools and the workplace is very competitive and it's the best of the best, and how that perpetuates the idea of what bullying consists of, it becomes very difficult a lot of times, because once something has become your norm, you don't even know that it's dysfunctional until you're introduced to something different than what you have normalized. And so when you're thinking about being restorative, you're thinking about restorative justice as a way of life, and understanding that there is a harm, and the harm is bullying. And therefore, how do you bring everyone together that will be considered shareholders so that we can advocate and so that we can come up with tangible solutions in order to move forward? So if a situation ever occurs again, that we're handling in a more or less punitive route and coming together and voicing how this impacted each person, because what we fail to realize is that the decision that our children and who the decisions we make, how does that affect others who are involved and who love us dearly? And so us coming together, it's just a perfect match in terms of It Could Be Your Kid and Purple Path, which is this restorative justice piece to make sure that all voices are heard. And we want to learn how to be proactive and understanding too that in reactive measures, how can we help everyone navigate this process so that we can build social capital and build communities and have a safe environment.
Absolutely. In my case, obviously this is a reactive situation. Something occurred and now I'm doing something in response to that. And part of that was learning as I went along. And so there were many bumps and bruises that I'm still actually facing even right now because I didn't know. And so I'm forging a path, and I'm doing that because when a mother calls me and asks me or contacts me and says, this is what's happening to me and my child, what do? I want to be able to tell them. So that's why I've created It Could Be Your Kid, because we need a place. You need a place to get this information, to know, because sometimes bullying is a very embarrassing situation, and on both sides. And so in a school environment in particular, the school districts are having a hard time because they don't want to have to admit that there's a climate and a culture that supports, that cultivates, and bullying. And so here I am to say that these things happen. I don't care how much money you have or how little money you have, power and status. Bullying has been going on since the beginning of time. What did we say? Was it 1530?
Yeah, 1538.
Yes, was the first recorded instance of bullying, and it has gone on and on. And particularly, as Dr. Jones said, in this particular climate that we're in, bullying is absolutely being supported as a way of life and how to get things. And by definition, bullying is the the usurping essentially of power. And so that is where what we're facing, when world leaders engage in behaviors, and there's just a trickle down effect. And I want to see how can we fix that. And I love Dr. Jones so much. And at first, I have to tell you, a couple of years ago when she was talking about restorative justice, I was like, I don't want nothing restored. If you make me mad, I'm mad. But she's an educator. And so when she began to educate me on restorative justice, I thought, oh my goodness, everybody needs to have this. And even in my current situation, which is extremely contentious, if you want to see positivity moving forward, you have to have restoration. Everybody has to come back to the table. And I know that some people don't necessarily want to hear this, because when you're angry and you're in the fight, you have to be fighting for your rights. But sometimes you have to turn the corner and you have to evolve into a situation where how can we all be healed? How can we all come to the table and be restored? So that's who we are. And anything else in that room?
I think we're good.
So we have an announcement.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. So what we are doing, we are having an event. It is a big event, and it is the first annual Bully Prevention Skate Jam.
Hey, I'm with it. I can't skate, but I'm there. I'm gonna try this day.
I have not skated in 20 years. I don't even know, but we don't care because we're doing it for the kids, right? We are going to put on an event like you have never seen because we want our children to know that they are valued and they are important, and we want the world to know that about them. And we want to teach people about bullying and bullying awareness and bully prevention, and how not to have what happened to my kid happen to anybody else's child.
Yes. So the event will take place Tuesday, October 29th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Tinley Park Skating Rink, and it will be a blast. Are we doing like the first 50?
The first 50 children, 50, are going to get a crazy swag bag. Now, everybody's going to have an amazing time there. We're going to have some forms of child entertainment. There's going to be music, DJ certainly, lots of skating, free.
Keep that in mind.
Free.
One more time.
Free.
One more time.
Free. Can you tell how excited we are? We really are excited about this. And we are prepared to really show our children that we value them so much in a world that is telling us that if you're not pretty enough, you're not thin enough, you're not athletic enough, you're not smart enough. And we are saying all you have to do is show up and you are going to be enough just because you're breathing. And that's really the message that we want for our children to have. So October 29th from 5 to 8 p.m., we want to see your children at Tinley Park Roller Rink. We are going to create an event page, or you should be seeing that shortly, and it's going to be great. Do we need a little help? We might need a little.
No, we need your help.
We do. We need your help.
Nothing too small.
Nothing is too small. We are going to give you our Cash App, our Zelle, and I personally have done this before. I don't know if you guys remember, some of you might be with me, that when we sent all those kids to see Black Panther, you guys donated, and I think
showed up and out.
Oh my God, a couple hundred kids is who we were able to send to see Black Panther, which was amazing. So I'm here again, and I'm asking you to support, to donate. I will take your money in any way in which you give it. And what your money will help to do is offset the cost of the actual space rental. It will help us with those amazing swag bags that we're going to give. And also maybe some food and special prizes and that kind of stuff. And basically, it's going to be amazing regardless. But if you guys show up and show out with us, we are going to show these kids the best time.
Yes.
Will you help us?
Will you?
Will you help us?
So please make sure you share the information that we're talking about in this video. Please stay tuned to our pages. It could be your kid, Purple Path with Dr. Shaniqua Jones. Make sure that once the event is created and shared, that you share it with everyone that you possibly can. I know we all have a network. We all have people who are striving. I mean, bullying is not just something that happens to our children. It happens to our adults. So even if you're not coming to skate, please come out and support. Show your love. Numbers mean a lot to us. And this is the first annual event of many to come.
Yes.
And to collaborate with my best friend means a lot. You know, oftentimes we have these conversations behind closed doors about things that are happening in our communities. And there's a lot of educators that I know that I work with. They're like, you know, something has to end. This cannot go on like this. And so here is one possible solution. And we're not saying that it's going to solve everything overnight. But when we come together as one and we build social capital and we understand that we all have been there before and have that empathetic heart that I know we have, come together Tuesday, October 29th, 5 to 8 p.m. at Tinley Park Roller Rink.
Yes.
We'll see you then. You'll be hearing from us. Change your Facebook pages, your profile pages.
Skate Jam.
Show your love.
Look, Jan Pan, she wants to go skating.
Yes.
Catherine wants to go skating.
Hey, Kim.
We want you to come and be with us and support this. If you want to have a sponsorship, if you want to donate your time, your resources, if you own a decorating company, balloons, face painting, anything that you think, catering, if there's something that you can do to help, and so many of you wanted to be at the board meetings and the protests that I held and you were unable to do so, but you still want to give back, listen, this is your chance. And I promise to shout you out and say that you were there, and we will absolutely be accountable for every single dime, that is given to us. I'm excited.
Me too. Maybe I'll try to skate.
Oh,
a little bit. Or knee pads,
elbow
pads,
and a helmet,
and a helmet.
A helmet.
Okay.
We love y'all.
We do.
And we will be back on live at some point in the next 2 weeks to remind you. But yeah, you'll be hearing from us. We cannot wait to see you October 29th at Tinley Park Roller Rink, 5 to 8.
Thank you, Stacy. We love you.
We do.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.